very soon. So, alright, so what are some of the lifelong lessons you can share with us on leadership?
Yes, I think one of those things, because when we talk about leadership, it actually starts from home. Because as a parent, you must provide leadership to your children, and they also learn the act of leadership. You have to be decisive, you have to be disciplined, because you cannot provide the leadership if you are not disciplined. You cannot provide leadership if you are not having the right focus, because people want to.
Good day, Dr. Nafiu. How are you doing today?
Good, I'm good.
That's great to hear, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. So, please, we'd like to meet you. Can you introduce yourself to us?
Yes, I'm Dr. M.O. Nafiu, an associate professor. Here we call it OIDA, of biochemistry.
Yes, sir.
And I think I should tell you something about my education, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I did my first degree in biochemistry from Bio University, Kano. So, and I graduated in the year 2000, yes. And I came here after my service here for my master's in 2002, which I finished in 2004. Thereafter, I left for Lagos looking for green pastures, and later in 2008, after teaching in secondary school at Lagos for 4 years, chemistry, I was a chemistry teacher in Lagos. So I came back here. I was employed here as assistant lecturer in 2008, precisely June. So, and I resumed here in July 3rd, 2008. So that is my little educational background.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. That was amazing. So 2008 to 2023.
Yes.
That's about 15 years of experience.
Yes.
Wow. Yes, sir. So Dr. Nafiu is overqualified to teach us a lot about leadership.
Yes.
And we'll be asking him some questions. So, sir, I would love to know what your experience has been with your job and leading in this school.
Well, the experience has been interesting and challenging. And most in Nigerian environment, I know academics face a lot of challenges. And the meeting with elderly people is one of those things. You have to learn how to relate with people that are elderly in terms of age. They may be at the same level with you in terms of statures in academics, but we must know how to relate with them, because there are people who have even taught you in secondary school, or who are equal to those people who have taught you in secondary school, and you are here, you get an employment together, so you must know how to relate. That is one. Then you will be able to, you must also learn how to relate with people that are below you in terms of age and status, that you meet here and you are at the same level. So now come to relating with people that are even older than your parents, and you have to relate with them. Your supervisor, you must learn how to relate with them. And those things, if you don't know how to relate, it will be too challenging for you. One other thing is relating with students. There is also one must be dynamics. Relating with students, you talk about male and female, because they are mature students. There are people who are married, those who are even divorced. So among the students in the higher institution, there are even people who you taught and they are older than you. They are even older than you. So all those things are experiences that I've been able to see over the year. And one other thing is that I relate with students, trying to know their background. So it will usually help me to know how to relate with them, and also have maybe empathy with some of them, because some are from broken homes, some are from homes that they have a lot of challenges, and there are people who are even from rich family and spoils students, children, and they are here, and you want them to learn. So you must see how to relate with them and be able to achieve something with them. And Those are just a brief about my experience. And one other thing is because of the nature of academic job, you are not just to teach, you also be doing administrative work. There are times that you'll be in class and the HOD need your attention to come and attend to something. How do you go about that? You still have to cover the curriculum. And as well, at times I was in charge of postgraduate students as postgraduate coordinator for the department. It's one of the most challenging things when you are relating with adults. When you talk about relating with adult people, this one also, they have graduated, some are doing masters, some are doing PhD, and their results need to be ready so that they can use it to achieve something. Some are already working, waiting for promotion, and this is the result they are waiting for. So one must be ready to sacrifice, be up and doing to make sure you help these people to achieve what they have. I've had the experience of people who, as a sort of logistic, maybe supervisor, not doing the needful at a particular time, submitting the result of students, and when they approve the result of others, she came here thinking her own result was ready also. And when I broke the news and your result is not ready, and it's as a result of this, she was weeping. And that is the same result that they are waiting for in our working place. So all these are, and that is why I say one must be dynamic. You must be able to console people when certain things happen. Also in terms of discipline, no matter how lenient you think you are, there are students who still violate the rule, and so you must have to take a stand action. Because I do tell my students that you are here pursuing knowledge, I'm here doing my job, so at no point will I allow my job to disturb your own activity, and I will not also allow you to do that to me. So when it comes to examination period, I don't know you. If you make mistake in the exam hall and you do something that is against the rule, I can't do otherwise than to do what the regulation says. So all those are things that it's just a dynamic environment that soldier go, soldier come, and every year you continue to see the different kind of students. You must relate with them and make things better. I mean, or get the best out of them. I think that is the right word. Yes.
That's great, sir. That's great. That means your experience in the academic field has actually added to your wealth of experience.
Really, and I enjoy it. In fact, it may be difficult for me to work in another sector. Though, other sector, I also be interacting with people, but the joy I have interacting with students is more, because I interact with people from various backgrounds. I love, if you say you are from whatever part of the country, you speak a language, I like to even listen to your language and see if I can pick a word there. So it's something really that is you make every year, every time you continue to learn how to relate with situations on this environment, in this environment rather. So because different people continue to come in. Some people who are so underage, let me put them underage, because some the minimum age you can enter university is 16 years. So there are people who are 16 years and they are still behaving like 13 years old. So you have to relate, and you are also relating with adults. That some of them are, I think this department have somebody that I think it's maybe it's in 300 level now, that is around maybe around 50 years of age. So and those are undergraduates. Then talk about postgraduates. So it's really an environment that when you pass through, and you also relate with the environment, you'll be a better person to relate with people in the larger society.
That's amazing. So you inspire me to enter into academics.
Yes, I do encourage people. It's just that many of kind of you don't want to come here because of the cash.
Yeah, the money is very important.
Yes, Well, I know, but some things are important than the other. Money will come. Yes, in this part of the world, they are not doing the right thing for us. We are not being motivated. But I know situation will get better over time. We pray it wouldn't be too long before Nigeria realizes that.
Yeah.
That's good, sir. Pray so. So,
Yes.
alright, sir. So, what are some of the lifelong lessons you can share with us on leadership?
Yes, I think one of those things, because when we talk about leadership, it actually starts from home. Because as a parent, you must provide leadership to your children, and they also learn the act of leadership. You have to be decisive, you have to be disciplined, because you cannot provide the leadership if you are not disciplined. You cannot provide leadership if you are not having the right focus, because people want you to guide them. Leadership is about guiding people, it's about leading people to the right cause, it's about taking bold decisions when there's even difficulty. It's about making a way when other people say that there's no way. So one that is thinking of leadership, lifelong leadership must being somebody that is really disciplined. I think that I like to say that repeatedly. You must be disciplined, personal discipline, and you must have a good interpersonal relationship with people, having empathy with people, have what you call emotional intelligence, be able to study the situation and provide the right situation. A leader don't talk much. They only once they realize something is wrong, they provide solution. They will not still be talking about the problem. The problem has occurred, then what is the way out? That is how a leader is supposed to be. So somebody that will provide leadership must be dedicated, must be focused, disciplined, and of course you must be knowledgeable. And when we talk about knowledgeable, it's about having the knowledge of the environment you are leading, the knowledge of people that you are leading. If you don't have the knowledge, if I don't know you, I will not be able to provide the adequate solution to whatever challenges you are facing. But if I know you, I'll be able to provide that. So you must know people that you are relating with and be able to act. One other thing I say is a leader must be decisive. Because when it comes to discipline, somebody so close to you may commit an offense. And if you really want to provide the right leadership, when it comes to discipline, you must also be decisive. Nobody, you mustn't be partial. You must be able to say, yes, you have committed this, you must also pay for it. That does not mean you do not like the person. In fact, I've read a particular book sometimes, I think it's one scholar who said that he who is most decisive in judgment will not be staunch or something strong on somebody you are so compassionate on. If you have passion for you, if I like you, if you make mistake, I will give you more discipline, more punishment than somebody that I do not like. That means I feel you have put me to shame because people know that I like you. So you have performed below expectation. So because I like you, I will even give you more discipline. So one of the challenges we have in our own country now is that people who are supposed to enforce, who are in the leading leadership position, are supposed to enforce discipline when it comes to maybe offense, they are not. And that is why the youth or those who are underage, they see it. And what are they learning? It means they will feel that if you commit offense, so long as you have somebody in position of leadership, you get it. You go away without being punished. And that is why we may not get it right unless we punish people proportionate to what they have, irrespective of your closeness with them, irrespective of their level of education, their position in the society, or their religious affiliation or cultural affiliation. I think That is what I can say with respect to that.
Well, that's awesome, sir. So you must be disciplined, determined, decisive, well,
And
focused,
knowledgeable.
and knowledgeable. That's great, sir. I believe if we all practice these principles as Nigerians, we can lead this country to a better place.
Really. Because if the way things are, whereby the issue of discipline is not being properly enforced, we will get nowhere. Because when you make a rule and there is no punitive measure that is being enforced, the rule is just there. People knows that the rule is there, but everybody will not be flouting it, and they will now be living in a jungle where nobody's in control. But as a leader, you yourself must be disciplined. You must be you will be worthy of emulation. If you are worthy of emulation, you are not doing the wrong thing. You don't cheat. So nobody under you want to do that, but if you have been caught cheating and they cover it up, so what have you? The message you have passed is that cheat will also cover you up. Or if you want to punish somebody, you will just bring you also committed this thing, so you are not punished. Why are you punishing others? So I just like you have said, if we adopt some of these things, we will get it right in this country. Even as individual, in your home, if you try to maintain some of these principles, even if not up to 100%, you'll be a better person. So that's why I want to think about that.
Wow, that's great. Thank you for sharing with us from your wealth of experience, sir. Really appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
So, for young people who would like to connect with you, how can they do so?
Well, the industry where I am working here is a place where we interact with people. So I don't have people. In fact, I enjoy interacting with people. So on that basis, whatever people want to ask for. And one other thing I like to always tell people, I'm not a perfect individual. I have my own faults. So I also like one thing is that if one is having that mindset that yes, I'm also human, let others also review me, I think you continue to learn and improve on yourself. That is one principle I try to adopt. So if I make mistake, tell me, so that I can tell you, I can improve. If I have a reason for doing what you think was a mistake, I can tell you, and you can also tell me that I could have done it in a better way. You understand? So that is so I enjoy having that kind of discussion, and I believe we're all meant to improve ourselves. And one thing that I always also like to say with respect to the earlier question is that somebody who is a leader will be broad-minded. That people with different views will come. You don't just pitch tent with one. Or people are in disagreement, you just take position. No. There are many ways you can settle dispute without putting tent. You can tell somebody to his or her face that you have done wrong, and you have to apologize. And that is why I say leader must be decisive. You mustn't be going about trying to rob somebody that's committed offense without having to tell him or her that he or she has done wrong. So if one is a leader, you cannot say that, you may not get it right. So the last question was, how can I connect? I always enjoy having that connection. I think that's the point I can do that.
That's great, sir.
Thank you
That's
very
great,
much.
sir. All right, sir. So, really appreciate this interview. Thank you for your time. Being from your wealth of wisdom, we appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I also feel highly honored to have been interviewed on this. I'm a biochemist. I'm not in the management department. If they are there, they will be able to tell some other academic and maybe people who are also experienced better than I do. They will be able to add to that. So, but with my own little experience, is what I have to say. I really appreciate the fact that you consider me worthy of being interacting with you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you for the honor.
I'm grateful.
Alright, guys, thank you very much for joining in, and that's it for today.